Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. Today's episode is a highly requested one. We're going to be doing the band that is taking over the scene right now, Sleep Token. This is how to write a Sleep Token song in 10 minutes or less. Let's get it. Okay, so to start, I had a riff idea earlier, and it sounded really Sleep Token-y. It's very much based off of the song The Summoning, and it sounds like this. By the way, we are in drop Z tuning. I have this thing in drop C sharp, and I'll show you real quick actually. In archetype Nolly, we are tuned down -10. So pretty insane, but also pretty cool. All right, so let's take this idea and let's track it. That was a good take. I've cut up that take and thrown it on to the guitar left and right channels. I want to see if we can figure something out drum-wise. So let's dive in here and see if we can't program some stuff. Just adding some cymbals in here. Oops, that's not where I wanted. All right, let's take a listen to this. Cool. I also went ahead and did a little fill here at the beginning. I'll show you guys that. It's very, very Sleep Token-esque. I'm kind of feeling like a keyboard or like a piano part would be kind of cool to like kind of start this intro out. So let's jump to the effects tab here, and I'm going to lay down some stuff on the piano real quick. Okay, so I think I came up with something that I liked. It's very Sleep Token. I'll let you guys listen to it real quick. I'm liking that for the piano. Also, I'll show you the production on the piano. I've just got a mini grand piano in Pro Tools. So if I take off the effect, this is what it's doing. Just like that. I'm adding some EQ. And I'm just kind of cutting some lows, boosting a little bit of the highs, taking out a harsh frequency there. And then I'm adding Howard Benson vocals. And for this, I'm just kind of using the lo-fi feature, adding a little bit of grit down here, and using some echo and some reverb as well. That makes the piano sound like this. Pretty cool. So I like that. So I kind of want that to go throughout the entire intro. So let me pull this. I dig that. So let's program some synth stuff. Okay, cool. I dig that. So what I did here for this part is I just copied what the guitars are doing on the synth. So pretty simple. So let's go in and find a cool synth preset that is going to work with kind of what we're going for. So I'm looking for more of a lead sound, but also maybe bass. Let's try some bass stuff. Let's just kind of solo these out. No. That's kind of cool. I actually really like that. So for those of you wondering if you can't see it on screen right now, this is the Funk Angry preset from Synth. Let's see how that sounds in the mix. Okay, that sounds rad. I like that. Okay, so there's a lot of atmosphere in the background of Sleep Token songs, so I really want to try to add a little bit more atmosphere. I'm hearing some more synth parts, so let's program some more synth. So I just programmed in some different synths, and I'll show you what I did. So the first one I did sounds like this. Pair that with the piano. Okay, so I did that, and I think that sounds pretty cool. Preset-wise, I chose Kitchen Club. It's just kind of got, I'll solo it again for you guys. It just sounds cool. Gives kind of an airy vibe. I like it. A little bit more ambiance. The next one I did was this. Just kind of adds a little bit of texture in there. I went with the Synth Cell left field pad. I think it brings a lot to the effects. So let me solo the effects by themselves. So there's certain notes that kind of harmonize each other, and I think that's really cool. Let me open up Splice real quick. So let's go to my sounds, and let's go and see if we can't find... I want like a cool atmosphere, so I grabbed this one the other day. That's cool. I believe we used this on the Architect. I believe we used both these actually on the Architects episode. This one specifically I actually really like. Let's pull this in. Okay, so I threw this in here, and I'm going to start this pad at the very beginning and have it run through the entirety of this intro section is kind of my thinking. I feel like it'll sound cool. So it's definitely off, so we're going to have to pitch it. So I'm going to pitch it. It's in C sharp. We want it to be in D sharp, so just +2. That's simple. Let's fade this in, just like that. And then also this drum fill that comes in right here, where does it come in? Okay, I'm thinking right when the snare hits, right here, is when I'm going to cut that pad. Okay, that's rad. I like that. Let's add some explosions in here real quick. Okay, so I threw an explosion in here, and you guys have seen me do that in a few episodes now. Basically, it's just to add some impact. So if you listen to it there, when you apply it in the full mix, it just adds some impact going into that section. So I like that. I feel like the intro is cool, but I feel like it just needs a little bit extra something on this second time when it goes. We've already got that synth in there, but I feel like it needs something else. Let's go back to Splice and look up some, maybe see if we can find some drum beats. Okay, so I found a drum beat that I like. I threw it in here and I cut it to where the drums come in so it's not overlapping with the drums. I'll solo that so you guys can hear that. And that's it. So let's hear the soft build intro into where all the instruments come in. Okay, I'm actually really liking that. I think that sounds really dope. Okay, so let's throw some bass in here to thicken this up, and then I'm thinking that's where we're gonna land for the riff. Okay, so I just finished throwing bass in here, and I just programmed what the guitars were doing, and then I also did the Sub Destroyer, because obviously, this is what that sounds like. Really chunky bass. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing for bass processing, I'm splitting it into 3 sections, and I'll go more in depth in this on a later video, or maybe I'll just make a dedicated video if you guys would like to see that. Comment below. But I'm using a bass low, a bass mid, and a bass high track. The bass low is just a DI, and it's just low passed. So all the lows are coming through. And then we've got a mids, which is doing the same thing, and then a highs, which is doing the same thing, just with the mids and the highs. The mids is a lot more distorted. I've got this PSA Sans amp on there, so you can copy those settings if you like it. And then obviously mixed with the Sub Destroyer, it sounds really huge. So that's what I'm using for bass processing. Okay, so I'm really liking how this is sounding. Let's listen to the whole thing. That was writing Sleep Token in 10 minutes or less. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I am going to make a part 2 for this video. We're going to do the entire rest of the song. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below what you guys want to see next. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we'll see you soon.